Good evening, people of the world. We thank God for giving us this day. Today is Saturday, and this Saturday's afternoon edition of Shocking News. Shocking News, brought to you by Duncan the Scholar. Tune in to watch and listen to Shocking News every now and then. Here we bring you factual, accurate, and concrete news. News that has no doubt. When you want facts about issues that have created controversy, creating the media realm, just come to Shocking News and you'll be fetched with the fact of the whole matter. We bring you only fact information and nothing more. Now, we are bringing you this shocking news. The Queen of England, Queen Elizabeth II, is going to shock the world. We are going to receive the shocking most story from the UK, the Queen of the United Kingdom, Queen Elizabeth II. Queen Elizabeth II of the United Kingdom is to address the world tomorrow. If I say the world, I have every right to say the word, because Queen Elizabeth, if he's going to address the people of her land, that's the United Kingdom, automatically it is the world, because each and every one will want to listen to what the Queen is going to give to us. When you make mention of the Queen of England, you're not talking to any low-class personality. She is one of the topmost class personalities in the world. Is the Queen of England. She is going to address the people of United Kingdom through their national television, that's the BBC, British Broadcasting Corporation, tomorrow, Sunday, at exactly 8 p.m. I will never miss this opportunity. As it stands now, I'm even itching. If he left with me alone, today is Sunday, 8 p.m. So that I sit behind my television, watch and listen to the Queen. So if Shocking News have this information, then we fail to tell our viewers, our subscribers, that we are not doing our subscribers good. That is why we have been telling you to subscribe to Shocking News, so that we commit ourselves to serve you, to serve your interest. You can suggest or you can pass your comments as to whether the type of news that we bring to you, you like it or not, because we are here to serve your interest. I'm not serving my own interest, but you, my subscriber. If you're not my subscriber, you can suggest it, but you might not take it. But if you are my subscriber, it means you are contributing to the existence of shocking news. And for that matter, whatever you tell us holds water, and we take it and serve your interests. So when you get a video, share it to at least 20 people. Tell them to subscribe to Shocking News. When you open into the video, you will see an inscription typed in red ink. Subscribe. Subscribe. Just touch it. You are subscribed. You have become part of Shocking News. Tell us your stories. Even if you have some information to tell the world, come. We'll give you the platform to showcase you to the world for you to talk. The most important thing is, provided you are Shocking News subscriber. If you are not our subscriber, we don't have time for you. So subscribe. Don't just watch it. Get the video. Touch the subscribe inscription there. That's all. You have subscribed. And you have become part of the team. So Queen Elizabeth II, Queen of England, is addressing the people of United Kingdom tomorrow, Sunday, 8 p.m. prompt. And I know this news is going to affect the world over, because each and every one across the globe would like to listen to what the Queen has for us. As I've already told you, I will never miss this opportunity. Let me alone. Today is Sunday, 8 p.m. for me to sit behind my television and listen to what the Queen has for us. So we are telling and entreating our subscribers to also take this as an important note, so that tomorrow, God's willing, you sit close to your television and listen to what the Queen is going to tell us. The information you have been picking is that the Queen is going to speak about the COVID-19, the COVID-19 or coronavirus menace. If you could remember, it came to the news that the Queen herself attracted the disease. Likewise, her son, Prince Charles, who is the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, also infested the disease. It became news, it rumored everywhere, but we did not hear from the Queen's palace. The Queen's spokespeople, none of them came to the air and speak to us about as to whether such a story was factual or not. So we are happy that the Queen herself is going to address the world. And I know by all means we will touch on that rumor. If indeed she contracted the disease, she will tell us and tell us her experiences. When you get a disease, how do you feel? Did the Queen experience all the symptoms that medical doctors have told us? Then what kind of medication did they give to the Queen? How are we going to address the world about it? Because according to the Queen, as it stands now, there has not been any cure to the disease. So it's going to encourage us to stick to the precautionary measures that the authorities have put in place. I know every country, what is in line now is the precautionary measure, because there are 3 ways of treating an ailment. That's first aid, precautionary measures, and then cure or treatment. You get it right. So now that we don't have treatment or cure, we are now clinging to the precautionary measures. Now my country, home country, Ghana, our President Akufo-Addo is doing well. He has his team of government and the medical practitioners, that GMA, Ghana Medical Association. They are doing very well, day in and day out. They bring out measures to follow to free ourselves from contracting the disease. And it is said that the disease, others are saying it is airborne, others are saying it's not airborne. But what they are telling us is it is infectious, and it is contagious. Infectious means you can pick it from the environment. If you say picking an ailment from the environment, what we mean is that if the affected person touches anything and you also touches it, and you also touch it, you contract it. The disease can affect a mango, pawpaw, anything, even money on the ground can be affected. So when you're moving and say you have gotten a gift from the land and you pick it, and that money is infested with the disease, you also contract it. That's what we call infectious. You might see a ripening mango and you decide to pluck it. You might not know whether the mango is already being infected with the disease or not. The moment you touch it, you contract it. That's what is called infectious disease. Then I will say contagious. Contagious usually come from contact. If I have it and you cling to me, you touch my body, you also get it. So they are saying about 70% of contracted disease is about touching. That is why in my country, the president has put a ban on handshake like this, which is our culture. Ghanaian, that's our culture. That's what we use to show a brotherhood and as a brotherliness to ourselves. Neighboring, when you see your neighborhood, etc. That's what we use to showcase and also to exhibit what is known as a love. I love you, you love me. We shake hands like this. Oh, my brother, how are you? That was the first precautionary measure the government of Ghana put in place, that we should stop shaking of hands. Then he later brought washing with hand sanitizers and then the nose mask, etc. Now we are in lockdown. This Monday coming will be 1 week when lockdown was introduced to Ghana. As I'm speaking to you, I'm in my studio, in my locked room, speaking to the world. You understand? We are sticking to it. But information at times we pick from the street, which was not palatable, is that some of the security personnel are brutalizing people, etc. That's not law. Ghana is a legislative country. Let everything based on law. Don't take the laws into your own hands, just brutalizing people just because, excuse my word, you are a military. The military is your job title. When you remove the uniform, you are human beings as everybody. So treat your fellow as you like you to be treated. That's what the gospel says. Though you've been given the power to enforce the laws. Enforcement of the law with the word enforce doesn't mean brutalization or meeting brutalities on the people. Just enforcement is just a matter of with painstaking, with love, with brotherliness. When you see your brother going off the rules put in place, be his or her counsel, try to educate them to understand why they should oblige authority. To understand, if persuasion fails and you are going to apply force, the force is court. You arrest the person, you process the person, then you present the person to court. It's only the court of jurisdiction that are given that mandate to punish offenders. I know you. And for you, our security apologies, now that you are brutalizing people, the restrictions law that have been passed, no section or column in the law gives power to the military to brutalize people. As in the police code, they have operationalized forces. That's a reasonable, minimum, excessive, and then the deadly. That's in case somebody report a police officer of abusing his right or brutalizing his person, etc. In court, the police have every right to quote any of this force reasons that I've put in place. You can quote reasonable force. If you apply reasonable force, what led to you applying the reasonable force? Try to convince the court. Was the person resisting your orders? If the person fails to resist your orders, therefore maybe you may apply some of the forces. But if the person is sober and obliged to your orders, I don't see the need to apply your force strategies. To understand, reasonable forces, minimum forces, excessive forces, then to the point of deadly force. All has meanings of, or the reason assigned to you applying a particular strategy. That's where the court would like to hear from you. If you're able to convince the court, then maybe you go scot-free. That one, they have it in their code of practice. By you, those security apparatus who have been deployed to enforce this particular lockdown restriction laws, do you have such strategies in the law? If you don't have it, if you torture somebody and the person take you to court, what will be your defense? Just a matter of he was going, I asked him or her where he's going, he couldn't tell me anything reasonable, and then you know, go scot-free. You know, go scot-free. Because Ghana is a legislative land. So let us try to behave within the laws, within the ambit of the law, so that in the end, we don't put ourselves in any trouble. Now, back to the story again. Queen Elizabeth of UK is going to address the people of UK tomorrow. So let us all prepare, be ready to meet the Queen. Listen to what it's going to tell us. We oblige, protect ourselves so that we get ourselves protected from this deadly disease, because it is ready to take you out. If you become hard-hearted, if you become stubborn, etc., you may end up in your grave. Is that what you like? No. Then tomorrow, 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Tomorrow is Sunday, 8 p.m. Let's listen to the Queen. This is the news I have for you at the moment. In about 2 or 3 hours time, we'll come again with the news update that we have here. Do you know that US, America, is leading coronavirus infected cases? Do you know that? Yeah, bringing it to you. Do you know that as I'm speaking to you, Duncan, God has given me a cure to COVID-19? Do you know that? I've already communicated this news, but nobody has made an attempt to maybe call me or meet me and discuss how best we can test this substance to see if indeed God has given me what is correct. And I know, because I've tested it myself. You got it right. I've tested it myself. Why might it be? Were you infected with it? No. You see, the disease has symptoms. So if this, what I'm having, is able to cure the symptoms, any of the symptoms, the possibility that it will cure this ailment is greater. You understand? Somebody complained of headache, I gave the person some, he's free. Somebody complained of coughing, I give the person some, he's free. Sneezing, I get the person some, he's free. You understand? Chest pains, etc. So it is left with getting those who have been tested positive to have attracted the disease. Let's apply it to them and see the end of it. Because there is nothing poisonous. It's food. It's food. It's food. Even if the person takes it, he's taking food. And at the same time, medicine. That I want to bring the news to you in detail. Then again, do you know that China wants to destroy the world? China wants to kill everyone on this land. Do you know that? We are bringing the details to you. So keep on watching and listening to shocking news. I'm Duncan.